Hey, James McOnie, you went to Hamilton Boys. Did you do a bit of boarding there?
Yeah, I was a boarder there. Yes, Argyle House, baby.
So you would be used to the communal shower.
Yes.
What's the biggest downstairs you saw in there? Just give me in terms of the shower.
I can't remember his name, but he was called Horse.
Okay, was it bigger than 10 centimetres?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm just going to tell you that was the size of the average wave that came from the tsunami from Russia.
Oh, right.
So I've seen bigger dicks.
Then that tsunami, Russia. What else you got, Putin, baby?
Back on that. Because, we've been talking about, we think it was a nuclear bomb. It wasn't an earthquake. So it's a new form of weapon for him.
I always feel sorry for the civil defence people. They always do the bam, bam when nothing's on, and when there's mass flooding, it's like zero
well, it's
warning.
Too late.
Yeah, damn it,
we can't go now.
And we can't go back and go, actually, we did notify you. No, you didn't. You didn't slide into any of my DMs, civil defence.
That's right.
They missed the floods, and they missed another big one last year.
Yeah.
There's a huge storm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody was kind of messaging them, including maybe me on social media, going,
where's my alert?
Yeah, might be a good time for an alert. You still got a chance because it's going freaking crazy.
Yeah. Another non-sport related news, the US Coast Guard shared a video of them in Miami offloading a bunch of cocaine. They found 9,970 pounds of it. Now, how often do you hear of people not sending, say, 10,000 pounds?
Yeah.
Is that order... that whatever drug dealing gang in Miami are like, can you send me 9,970 pounds of cocaine?
Yeah, come on. There is
30.
Where is the
pounds.
30 pounds?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it's like when I think, remember in Mooloo they found 18 bricks of cocaine that washed up. You remember that?
It's never a whole number. That's never a whole number.
It is always a story. It usually gets buried a little bit as well, that where a cop on the drug squad who are over, busting big marijuana plots, ends up, the temptation is too great.
Yeah.
They just go rogue. Only one.
Yeah.
And it's just like, just one guy goes, so you're leaving me in charge of this? And he's like,
Yes, it must be super tempting when you've got 10,000 pounds. Like, they're not going to miss 30 pounds. There's like 9,000 of it here.
It's like, this would make my summer.
And they're just going to kick it to the side, when they're searching it and someone just kicks it under the table.
In police facilities, are there just massive... bunkers filled with all these kind of confiscated drugs? Is that how it works?
Yeah,
they destroy them. There's secret facilities.
They're furnaces and shit like that.
Well, they just put
before they go into
hang on, they put all this pot in a furnace.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty good for the neighbourhood.
Yeah.
I bet it is.
Well, it's more like, I think they destroy all sorts of stuff. I don't know if they have one big hot box.
Just a massive hot box.
There's a great
some
video.
suburbs putting their hands up going, Porirua, and put a bid in for and then also Te Aratu, we've gone in.
There's a great video of an English reporter, and they do this massive drug bust in England, and they're burning all the weed outside. And he's standing in front of it, and he's progressively getting more and more stoned as he's doing the report and just pissing himself.
And his eyes are all bloodshot. Is that the
Yeah. So maybe it's a good point, Finn. I'm not sure if the furnace is the best way to do it, but the person in charge of the furnace has a real dilemma on his hands when he's just about to put it in.
Well, they must go through so many emotions, because one day they're furnacing the weed and hotboxing. Yeah. Next minute they're burning cocaine, so there's a bit of powder floating around.
By the kilogram, yeah.
So the ups and downs must be crazy at that facility.
Yeah, that's right. And you sort of feel like, it's too much temptation for some of those guys. They because they
for sure, yeah.
And they're running around as well in sort of like, in the bush, up in the hills, and the thrill of finding the plantation, and then the next part is where it's like, so we grab all the plants, we take them down to a warehouse. Suddenly they're dried out quite nice.
And then you find out how much money they're actually worth. And it's like, hang on, what?
We left it in the kind of attic of the warehouse for 6 months. Damn it. Forgot about it.
This is worth what I make in about 5 years. Shit.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, we've covered those topics off then.
Yeah,
Let's get into some sport. Live from the Export Beer Garden Studios, this is the agenda for Friday, the 1st of August.
The Agenda Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
We'll start at the cricket desk, James McOnie and Mashi. I read this one yesterday, and it's classic ICC and IOC, because they released a year or so ago that the IOC were going to get T20 cricket into the Olympics, and there was a glaringly obvious reason why. and they wanted all those Indian eyeballs on Olympics because it was one nation which underperformed at the Olympics, but a huge population.
Great song, that Indian Eyeballs. It's on my Spotify playlist. Indian eyeballs, you got them Indian eyeballs, baby.
But just to get back on track, so this is, they're potentially going to shaft the Black Caps because the ICC have decided this, along with the IOC, that just to make it fair, they are going to have countries that represent each continent. So you've got Asia, which will be India. We've got
with their eyeballs.
Yep. Europe, which is going to be Great Britain, so they're going to play under Great Britain. Then you've got Africa, which is going to be South Africa.
South Africa, right.
And then you've got Oceania, which is going to be
Wankers.
Australia. And then one host nation, the USA.
Oh, cool.
Which leaves one left. Now, what are the chances that Pakistan are going to get that spot? Because the biggest moneymaker for the ICC every few years and the IOC will be the India-Pakistan match.
I know, imagine the Sri Lanka get up in their grill, they're like, no!
Or even worse, New Zealand.
But Americans really love to say Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
They love to go Sri Lanka. With Costa Rica versus Sri Lanka.
And in classic ICC fashion, they have not released how that sixth spot will be decided.
Right, well, that was my follow-up question. Okay, so it's us, the Windies, Pakistan,
Sri Lanka. But also the Windies in the Olympics compete as Jamaica, Barbados, Guyana.
Of course, yeah.
So that's interesting as well. So they won't even bother, I don't think.
Historically, Barbados are freaking outstanding. Like, I think they're the greatest cricket nation per capita.
Well, and Jamaica's the greatest athletic nation per capita as well. So, classic ICC.
So 6 teams in the T20 comp, how are they going to format the competition once they're there then?
As quick as possible. I think just 2 groups of 3, I imagine, and then straight into semis.
I mean, cricket shouldn't even be in the Olympics. That's why I just don't really care. If it's a stitch-up, fine. It doesn't really matter.
I actually agree.
It's basically a money play for India. That's all it is. They've seen the IPL, which is the second most profitable and expensive league behind the NFL. So they've looked at that and gone, we can't ignore it. And we can't ignore all the cash and eyeballs.
But the whole thing is 6 teams in the Olympics is crazy, even for a demonstration sport.
Yeah,
it's not enough to actually have a proper competition.
Yeah, I know. Well, exactly.
So you are really just saying it's really pure demonstration. I mean, they might hand out medals, but half of the teams are getting medals, which is pretty fucked up.
Yeah. Well, remember it was in the Commonwealth Games, and I think New Zealand won the bronze.
We did?
Yeah, and I can remember, again, having a story from Vittoria, and I said, what was the Olympic village, the Commonwealth village? And he goes, it was great. We hung out, smoked durries and drank piss with the New Zealand bowls team. And he goes, they can drink, those guys. So basically, all the cricketers are smashing durries and drinking piss with all the bowls people when all the athletes are running around eating rice and drinking protein shakes.
Yeah, but I'm with you, McOnie. I don't think we give a shit, do we?
No.
It doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter.
Shall we draft a sternly worded email or letter,
why not?
Nash?
Yeah, I'm happy
to the ICC. Is that who we're angry with?
Yeah, ICC and BCCI. Maybe chucking the IOC in there as well.
Chuck the IOC in.
You might put some money in it as well, given those 3 organisations.
Yeah, I know, it's tricky.
Quite a bit as well, I think.
Yeah, significant amount.
Out of our budget.
Maybe an IOU.
Oh, yeah.
Like a $50 million IOU and just
some undies.
Hook them up later. Some undies. Maybe some bonds.
Yeah.
Chafe off undies.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sweet. I'll add that to the email.
Hey, but you following the Black Cap Zimbabwe test thriller over in Bulawayo?
I heard it was a bit of a blowout, but at least Matt Henry got to get another 5-wicket bag.
Yeah, he's your crush, isn't he?
He is my crush in the team. He's a fine young gentleman, and I wouldn't mind if he was a gentleman caller at my house.
He can leave.
Mr. Darcy could come and whisk either myself or my daughter away.
He can leave his slippers under your bed.
Exactly, yes. Yeah, take your pick, Mr. Darcy, myself or my daughter. So quick to decide, sir. But anyway, he is a fucking good bowler. This is not worthy of his talents. No, but hey, he did his thing.
You got to take the numbers while you can. But dismissed for 149. We replied with 307. It looked like it was going to be more than that when we were,
90 odd for none.
90 odd for none, and then I think we're about 150 for 2. A little bit of a mini collapse, but son of a Mitch came through, slogged a good 80 to get us over the line, and then overnight They're 2 down for 31 at Stump Zimbabwe. So I'd say it's going to be all over by this third day. But unfortunately, Nathan Smith, he strained an abdominal muscle while batting.
Oh, God.
He was 22 not out.
Okay.
That is a bugger. You don't often get injured batting, do you? Apart from broken fingers.
I'd strain a muscle just walking out to bat currently, but that's pretty bad for him. So have we got more T20s straight after, have we? Or
nah,
some?
That's it. I think it's just 2 tests now.
Oh, right. So
both in Bulawayo, probably on the same pitch.
Probably actually is.
Yeah.
The thing is, I was going to say, I don't recognise any of these Zimbabwe cricketers, but I'm not really up with the play on Zimbabwe sport lately because, I go back to with the Flower brothers.
Yes. Heath Streak.
Heath Streak. Edo Branders, who famously, when Glenn McGrath said, "Why are you so fat?" he says, "Because each time I bang your missus, she gives me a cookie."
That's a great comeback.
It's a good comeback. Good comeback from him.
Yeah.
And
he didn't take it too well, did he, McGrath?
Well, he lost the plot for that one and the other one in the West Indies,
Yes.
famously to Shivrani Chanderpaul.
Yes.
He said, "What does Brian Lara's dick taste like?"
Yeah.
And he said,
Same as your wife's.
yeah, exactly. Same as your wife's. Not quite.
It would have been good, though.
Yeah. Something like ask your missus or whatever, ask your wife, and he lost the plot because his wife was sick with cancer. It was complicated, but in the end, it's like McGrath.
You asked for it.
You asked for it. You can't. It's sledging,
You put yourself out there.
And it was a funny sledge.
Yeah.
He didn't know. He wasn't sort of like, he's not up with the play.
What does Brian Lara's dick taste like?
Yeah.
So, we need 8 more wickets. It's good to see the punishing, good-looking Willow Rourke get a wicket. They were terrified of him in that first innings. It was basically hit him in the ribs and the stomach, but he just wasn't pitching enough to catch the edge, unfortunately. But
yeah, he's scary.
Yeah, he is scary.
We do need a scary bowler. This is the whole thing. I mean, I love the Trent Bolt, Tim Southee era, but having someone genuinely scary, I think, makes us more competitive against teams like Aussie. And I know we had a test win against England at the Basin, but we've kind of, we struggled sometimes against old England.
Yeah. Speaking of England, they got their 5th and final test match at the Oval is underway. No Ben Stokes for this test match. Is that a flex from England? Say, meh.
No, as Mania said this morning on the breakfast show, I think he threw his shoulder out trying to shake one of the Indians' hand at the end of that 4th test. Yeah,
was he injured?
Yeah, his shoulder is gone apparently.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if that was in result of the test just being played or if that was a recent thing.
And that's why he wasn't bowling when those two were trying to get their tons. Is that right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or I also thought that might have just been shithousery, that part of the game.
Because he said, "Oh, congratulations, you're going to get your tons against," was it Harry Brook or something?
Yeah, he bowled a couple of part-timers and they didn't chase the ball, and it turned into just a farce.
It was a bit ugly in the end, actually, wasn't it?
But England, play on.
Yeah.
It's a test match, mate.
Well, that's what I suggested. I said, go the other way and start, have a defensive field and make it hard for them to get their ton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Frustrate them by just bowling crap bowlers and not fielding. That seemed like the shithousery way to go.
Yeah, it's right. It's like,
we're
never going to count that.
Because there were 15 overs left in the day. If you squeeze them and put pressure on them to try and chase it, then they might get out.
Meaningless tons have been important. Brendan McCullum got the world record when that test was gone.
Nathan Astle, double century.
Yeah, exactly. That's remembered by a lot of fans as one of the greatest innings of all time. Although weirdly, when you revisit it, he almost got us back into a position to compete.
Yes, and an injured Chris Cairns came in and we thought we were going to win.
Yeah.
It's at the Oval. India, they lost the toss, got put into bat. They're 204 for 6 at stumps, so fairly even Stevens. No Murtishi Wokes either. He's out with a dislocated shoulder in the field as well. So the bowling stocks are down a little bit. So it'd be interesting to see how that goes. Did you see the bit of biffo that the groundsman and Gambia had before the start of this match?
No.
A lot of finger waggling.
Fill me in, G Lane.
A lot of finger waggling.
What's wrong with the ground?
The groundsman told him to get the fuck off the pitch because he was walking around on the pitch. And Gambia said, "You're a groundsman. Stay in your lane, mate. You're just a groundsman. That's it. You don't tell me what to do." And then it all teed off, and there's a great photo of the groundsman Gulliver. He's a huge man. He's like 6'5".
Yeah.
Big, huge titties as well. Like his titties were right in Gambia's face, but Gambia had the big finger waggle going in the face. So it was it was kind of just writing the kind of story of conflict that's been going through this series.
He should have motorboated him.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
I was thinking the groundsman should have grabbed the back of his head and actually forced it into the
motorboat.
Into the buzzy. An unconsented motorboat.
Groundskeepers do get a little bit tetchy, don't they? You
do.
sort of have to treat them. You know, like when you turn up somewhere, you have to really make sure they're happy.
Yeah. You're right if I walk on here? Yeah, it's fine. As long as you ask them. Yeah, can I walk on the outfield? Yeah, it's fine. I mean, Blair Christensen at Eden Park, he's great. He goes, can we go out there? Yeah, you can. But if you wander out there without asking, get the fuck off the field!
What are you doing? You idiot! You fucking
monkey.
Absolute helmet.
I've just sewn that. I've just caught it. Fucking idiot.
KJ's lovely.
Yeah, he's the
Down
last.
in Hamilton.
Yeah, KJ, and I must
Carl
admit,
Johnson.
he is sticking true to the tickler.
Is he soul
There's-
patch? Yeah.
There's not many soul patches and ticklers left
Yeah.
out in the wild, and he's open.
Yeah, he's gone soul patch
Yeah.
for life. He also he gets photos with his sons and All Blacks coaches and famous coaches. So he's kind of collecting a gallery of like through the generations. It's quite classic. Eh?
Yeah.
Takes the kids along to work, and it's like, here we go. There's because there's
So
one
he
with
uses-
Ted, there's one with Shag, there's one with Razor.
He uses
Aussie.
he uses the kids as a human shield for him to get a photo.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's
Totally.
it's an old classic play.
Onto it.
It's an old
He's
classic
onto
That's
play.
Kiwi dad shit to a
Yeah,
T.
yeah. Hey, you might get a photo with my son, and you get in it as well.
Well, who's the most famous person you've had a photo with?
Oh.
That's not work because I've got Charlize Theron up my sleeve.
Oh, have you?
Jesus,
Yeah.
that's,
So
that's a big one.
Yeah.
No one
Not
near
work.
that.
Not work.
Nah, I don't. I'm not a big get a photo. I think the only person I ever requested I wanted a photo with, but I missed them, was Noel Fielding when he was here. I'm quite a fanboy of Noel Fielding.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
The Mighty Boosh.
Mighty
Yes.
Boosh.
Yeah.
Mash.
I can't think of anyone even
on, Mash.
remotely famous that I've taken a photo with outside of work.
Even as a young fella.
No, I don't think so.
Oh yes, no, I know Viv Richards.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
Well,
and
that's a
that
good
was that was at Seddon Park,
Yeah.
and I got an autograph with him as well. But it was an old school photo on a film, but I have no idea where that is.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in the archives of my family home.
I got a photo with Baz. McCullum's as good as it gets for me.
When you were young.
When I was younger, yeah.
Oh no, I got it.
At Main Power Oval.
The Wiggles,
Ooh.
the
Wiggles is a
original,
good one.
the original Wiggles.
Yeah, with Murray.
Yeah,
Murray and the red
Yep,
skivvy.
yep, and
he was the spokesperson
and
because I've
Jeff.
interviewed them.
and proper Jeff, Sleepy Jeff.
Was he the purple winder?
Yeah, that was Wake Up Jeff. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
all
right.
He's the Asian one.
all the old proper wounders were there.
Was he Asian?
Can
Jeff?
you say Asian Wiggle? I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
so.
even know. I
Can I
didn't-
clear that with Joe?
Yeah, you can get
Yeah,
it.
Joe getting a nod.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
they brought in Robert Rackety and called him the Brown Wiggle, and that was
Oh,
fine.
come on, Australia.
No, but
come
yeah.
on, Australia.
Yeah, come on, you can do better than that.
What are you doing? Come on,
Ah,
Australia.
hell.
Come on. Just move into the 21st century, please. Fair dinkum. I saw a video last night of Matthew Burke was with Tim Horan and Martin Johnson,
Yes.
rugby legends. And they were talking about being in the Rugby Hall of Fame and how it's awkward because some people, some really great players haven't made it. And so Johnson and Horan are in there, but Matthew Burke, no. And so he started looking real awkward, like, yeah, it is pretty awkward, isn't it? And then they sort of turned around. Tim Horan goes, actually, the reason why I've got you here is you're in the Rugby Hall of Fame. And Matt Burke didn't believe him. So it turned into this it should have been a great moment of like, actually, you're in the Hall of Fame. And Matt Burke was going, what, are you sure? This is fair dinkum. What? No. Like this. And so he just, you know what I mean? Like it should have been a cool moment. And they kind of whiffed because he's there going, I don't believe you. And he's just sort of chuckling. And he keeps on checking with Tim going, are you sure? This is a stitch up. It's a stitch up.
It's a terrible stitch up at Worsby. No, you're not. Sucked in.
I know, it's a terrible stitch up, but it's also, he couldn't trust him. And Horan needed to do the Aussie code, which is say, nah, fair dinkum.
Fair dinkum,
Dead
mate.
set.
Well, he needed something to give
Dinky
him.
die.
He needed something to give him, like some sort of
Yeah,
plaque.
there had to be a
or a
plaque.
hat or something.
Because in the end, the moment is kind of, you could tell that all the cameras are on Matt Burke and he's going, no, am I? And then he couldn't really do his, halfway through saying what an honour it is, he goes, is this legit?
He's obviously been set up a number of times by Tim Horan, and he's
got
real
trust
gun
issues.
shy. I got trust issues when it comes to that kind of thing as well, because I've played so many stupid gags on people that I'm terrified whenever something. I'm looking for a camera or
Exactly.
a jape that's coming. So
Yeah, poor old, anyway.
Okay.
Matt Burke, good player.
good player. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with a little bit more rugby because NPC kicked off last night.
Capable player.
Hate to admit it, last night, James, you're going to hate me for this. Obviously, I'm a Mooloo through and through.
Well, I already hate you, so go.
Yeah.
Touche.
Hey, I did.
What else you got?
I did. I had an NPC multi that I put on yesterday, and I backed Auckland.
Oh,
And
you asshole.
I know.
Honestly, you are such a tosser.
But at 32.10, I was like, yeah.
But they're paying $1.51, so who gives a shit, man? Get on those Mooloos at 2.40. Am I right, Joe Jury?
Don't
Mash.
you Cantabs pile on.
It was a hell of a game.
But Lima Sapawanga Mana.
Yeah, it was the story of the week, and then story of the fixture.
He waddled through. He's waddling now.
Yeah,
Let's just say it. He's waddling.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He took the gap though, didn't he?
Shit, he did.
He took the gap.
I reckon that's the one gap he's going to take this season. But he's awesome. What a player.
20 points in 20 minutes? Was that about what it was, eh?
Pretty much 4 unanswered tries to take the game, and that was in like pretty much on the 80th minute. Scored that, converted it to win.
How good.
And also, they got the kick off, and we couldn't secure the ball, and they were on attack. They were hot on attack.
Yeah.
They had a chance for a droppy. Oh, were you watching, Mash?
Oh, not really. I was trying to watch.
They set up for a droppy, and they were in a good position for the droppy, and their first 5 decides to run it, and then he goes back to the same spot. When everyone's worn now, it's like, you had your chance. It was, 30 seconds ago. But, they were in deep shit, G Lane, the Mooloos, and so I know you would have been celebrating. How much did you put on it?
Oh, no, it was $100 or so. But it was all. But it was part of like an 8-leg multi, so that was the first leg. So it's died in the ass.
What a way to start the NPC season, though, fellas. Jesus.
Got to go the overs. Like I think it was 55.5 was the total points. It's so high scoring, the NPC.
There's a lot of champagne rugby, eh?
Yeah, it's so good. I think it's one of these things we should. Everyone cares about their NPC team. I think now we've got the showboating over, i.e. Super Rugby.
Yeah.
Let's knuckle down to some grassroots NPC.
You're deep in the co-community, McOnie. Do you feel like the hype for this NPC season is actually a bit bigger than it's been for the last couple of years? I feel like there seems to be people talking about it. It feels like a few more All Blacks are hanging around to play in it.
Did you say the Coke community?
Code community.
Oh, right. Thank you.
He'd be talking to himself.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you. I reckon because they've messed up royally by only naming the squad so late. Like the Waikato squad were named 2 days before the game, so Tuesday.
Yeah,
and normally with that you kind of get a bit of a buzz, like Lima Sopoanga's there. Josh Morby is back from France.
Is he?
Like, he's playing for us.
I didn't know that either.
So that's the thing. He's there, and he's going to go to the Canes, though. Boo. But there's some stacked teams. I reckon, like at full strength, the backlines of most NPC teams. Oh, let's just say Tasman, Manawatu,
Fins up.
your guys, Canterbury, Waikato,
even
Auckland. And anyway, all those backlines.
Bay of Plenty,
Bay of Plenty. All those backlines, I reckon, would be better than most Test backlines. Maybe not Tier 1 nations, but definitely, like, let's just say, I don't know. Well, Scotland are quite good now, aren't they? Wales.
Yeah.
I reckon most of them will be better than the Welsh backline. And that's no shade on Wales. I'm just saying these frickin' teams are stacked because Auckland at full strength would have Pera Feta in at 10.
Yeah.
And there's AJ Lamb and Tanielu Talea and all these guys. It's like they're a freaking amazing team. And then we've got Sopoanga, Cruden, Balin Sullivan, Josh Morby, Sinkinson, freaking old Cook Savage who saved the day for us.
Yeah.
Xavier Rowe at halfback would make most Test teams. So it's actually sneakily great. It's only when you look in the type 5 and you realise if you're a tall person in New Zealand, there's a job for you. You can go pretty much. How tall are you, Mash?
6'2", 6'3"?
I know you're fucked.
Speaking of
But
tall,
if you said 6'5" or 6'6", you'd walk into an NPC squad, I reckon.
did you see the 6'8" Zimbabwean right-hand bowler?
You were talking about it this morning on the Hauraki Breakfast. Yeah,
Blessing Muzarabani.
Right.
He's 6'8". He's taller, just a bit taller than Kyle Jamieson, and he's skinny as anything. And he's been the fastest to 50 Test wickets. He's a good bowler, man. Put him in the second row.
Yeah, exactly. So once they get to full strength, I mean, Lester Whanganuku is playing for Tassie, and Tavatava Nawai is playing for them this weekend. So they'll never be stronger, but I feel like they're going to get nabbed back into the All Black squad, I think. Tavatava Nawai is just getting a run.
Yeah.
Like ALB would have been playing if his shoulder wasn't rooted.
Yes, he's from
Razor brought him back for that French test, and his shoulder
Thanks,
early.
Razor. That's part of the conspiracy, isn't it?
Against the Chiefs. What are you doing to us?
But
Anyway.
good news is that a lot of the games are at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
So
which,
good.
if you've got kids, it's a great time to go.
Yes.
We're going to a big one in a couple of weeks at North Harbour to celebrate, I think it's 50 years of North Harbour rugby.
Cool, man. I mean, we should do a couple of outings, shouldn't we? Because even counties, we could go and hang at the grass embankment, Mash, for the young ones, like Mash.
Yeah.
We can chuck them on a real estate sign and head them down the grass embankment. Did all the kids getting out of the way?
Stick them in a rubbish bag.
Nah, keen, honestly. Anytime you're heading down.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'll organise the
agenda outings.
Perfect.
Yep.
I'll organise the counties one.
I'll do North Harbour.
You do Harbour.
Yeah.
I'll take you along to a Canterbury game. Happy days.
Nah, not
good
coming to
stuff.
that.
Just having a look at the team list here for Canterbury. Geez, it feels good to see Kyle Boy, because you know how on the team lists they'll chuck the club underneath.
Oh, yeah. Read us out some names.
Brody McAllister underneath it. Kyle Boy.
Yeah.
Fuck, that makes me feel
Yeah,
good.
the North Canterbury Thunderhorse.
But you're right, the back line is looking all right. I mean, Braden Enor's, geez, he's still going. How's the knees looking on Braden Enor?
I think
Anyone
he's
checked in on his knee?
But you got no Springer, eh? He's up in Tassie.
Yeah, he's not there. Johnny McNichol's in there. Shea Feehuggy's in there. Dallas McLeod's in there.
Pretty strong backline, eh?
Where's Rayhana? Where's he gone? Where's Rivers Rayhana gone?
No idea.
It'd be quite funny if you actually said to Wales, do you want to swap? Because Johnny McNichol has played for Wales, right? Has he played for
I
Wales?
don't know.
I think he has. Should we Google that quickly?
Oh, I've got a laptop out. Let me do that now.
So he qualifies immediately, and we could just do some kind of
Exchange.
trade exchange.
It feels like almost like charity.
And they've got Blair Murray, who's played for Canterbury. He's in the current Welsh team. So
It seems like like some sort of aid drop that would just drop. Oh, you guys are suffering. We'll just drop you a few players.
Yeah, it is, but yeah.
Just sprinkle a few players over there just to bolster your ranks.
They would kill for Shea Feehuggy. Sorry, they would. 6'4", frickin' just charging around and punting 50-22s for a laugh. It's like
spot on. Yep, 10 appearances for Wales.
Johnny McNichol, yes.
There you go.
Yeah, between the years of 2020 and now.
So
apparently.
which club sides are the best represented in your Canterbury team,
Oh,
Nash?
let me go back. Let's have a look here. Oh, I mean, Lincoln University is the big one listed down here. Pretty much everyone's at some point played for them. A couple of Linwood boys, a couple of Burnside. Oh, Tamati Williams is from Burnside.
Is he?
Oh, this is good. This is what we should spend our weekend doing.
So what about Varsity University? Because they're the big club down. That's my old club.
Let's have a look here.
Yeah, Varsity was my
University
club.
of Canterbury. We've got Gus Brown. Who
Yeah.
the fuck that is?
All right, Gus.
Toby Bell.
Gold Tobes.
Braden Enor, of course.
Yeah, he's Varsity.
Oh, yeah, so there's about 4 of them. Yeah, and then the rest are from Lincoln University.
The Vipers.
Eye Sockets is Varsity as well.
Who's James White?
Kieran Reid. James White.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it sounds
like a
like
South
a very
African winger.
Canterbury name.
Also from
Jimmy
Varsity. Fly half, apparently.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, get into it. Go support your local NPC team, from the Turbos through to the Makos.
It'll be a good season. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Little F1 news. Max Verstrappon. He ain't leaving. He ain't
Oh,
leaving.
really?
He ain't leaving.
Is that confirmed?
He's come out in a press conference and he said he's sticking with Red Bull to the end of 26. So it's not a long-term deal. He's just said, like, you got rid of the Horn Dog, so I'll stick around for a bit longer.
Rumblings between him and Mercedes and Toto Wolff have been going on for quite some time, haven't they? So they put those to bed?
Yeah, and I can't do a good Dutch accent because he almost talks a bit German, doesn't he? Verstrappon.
Yes. He
says, I've never really said anything about it because I just focused on talking to the team about how we can improve our performance. And that is why I had nothing really bad to add, but I think it's time to basically stop all the rumors. For me, it's always been quite clear that I was staying. Bit German?
Yeah, no, the accent wasn't.
Yeah, it was getting a bit Colonel Clink or the Hogan.
That's what it was getting, yeah.
Yeah. Or the guy from Alo. Oh, the Nazi, the Jew hunter, from old Inglourious Bastards. Yes, Joe Jury chiming in there.
Yeah.
Christoph Waltz. How much of a career, not resurgence, but just boost did he get from that moment on? He did that, got an Oscar. Yeah. And then it just kept on going for him. He's like...
Well, that was the monologue at the start, wasn't it?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That opening scene, is it 15, 20 minutes? That's one of the greatest scenes. Just the peril involved. It's drama.
Yes.
And
the way he just kind of stirring the tea,
eating
eating the cheese, cutting the cheese.
Everything about that is just pure theatre. And the whole thing is like, movies need to be like that.
Yeah.
You can't do that with a TV show. I know some are sort of trying to do it. What was that one that was on Severance or whatever? They tried to do very filmic, patient storytelling. It's like,
I've only got 20 minutes, mate. Hurry up.
Yeah.
When you're watching TV, it's like, come on.
Inglourious Bastards, that's how it's done. And even the scene down in the bar, the subterranean bar. Yeah. Ooh.
Righto. Well, the Hungarian Grand Prix is this weekend, and they take a good 6-week break, I think. It's the mid-season break. But we're going to take a quick break. We've got quite a few yours pleasers to get through.
Yours please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Right, a few to get through. If we don't get to yours, tomorrow we have the Yours Please Omnibus, okay? So we will play them all out if we don't get to yours today, because we've got a few to get through today, James and Mashy. So first one, yours please.
Hey fellas, Manai here, just calling in from my fourth run this week. Who's counting? Hey, just off the back of Mogi correcting you guys around minutia versus minutiae, or whatever the fuck you guys are saying. Hey, it's nuclear. Nuclear. We just had 3 consecutive nuclears in about 10 seconds from all 3 of us. So figure that out.
Okay.
And it's not motorsport, it's motor games. And they are not athletes.
Sticking to it, nuclear. Is that how you say it?
No, nuclear.
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 Yeah.
Who cares?
Jesus Christ.
Potato.
What does this podcast come to?
Between
It's spelled that way, though.
Between Minogue and Mania, like a couple of people you wouldn't look at and go, good at spelling. Good at details. But there you go.
Yep.
Looks are deceiving, aren't they?
Yeah, they would have fitted in right in the sub-editor's desk where I worked for a lot of my early career at the Sunday Star Times. Sub-editing stories, I had very little knowledge or ability to really ascertain what the hell was going on. I remember this legendary journalist, Donna Chisholm, would write these health stories. Very complicated.
Yes.
But she thought, if that doofus McOnie can understand it, then the bloody readers can too. So she give it to me. I was like, oh, God, Donna, don't give me this. Yeah. But no, it was actually really cool because she's, I was there for the spell check and the apostrophe crimes, which I can do pretty well, but then the sense of things, like that's another level. So, hey, look, I would say to them, anyone can be a
sub-editor,
a sub-editor grammar Nazi like that, but it's more being able to sort of work with the sense or the how the flow of stuff,
Okay.
Because a lot of people are pretty tough on spelling and apostrophes and all that sort of stuff. They're out there.
So maybe if their 2 shows meet a grisly end, you can always just go up 1 flight of stairs and become a sub-editor at the Herald.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Next one, yours please.
Yeah, morning fellas. Mash. G Lane, give yourself an uppercut for that fucking Auckland pick yesterday.
Oh, sorry about that.
Lima Sapawanga, Waikato's favourite son. Hoorah, up the Mooloo.
I love the livestock in the background.
Sorry, I was about to say. Can we hear the start again? Because obviously he calls out.
Yeah, morning fellas.
Listen.
Mash. G Lane, give yourself an uppercut for that fucking Auckland pick yesterday.
That's so good.
Lima Sapawanga, Waikato's favourite son. Hoorah, up the Mooloos.
That's a great talkback.
It's this is the pull of Ross Filippo. He is a pretty amazing coach. He's off to Japan, but as Mooloo's coach, he just gets a lot of buy-in. I feel like, Lima Sapawanga is not turning up there if it's not for Ross Filippo.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
So anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
Up the Mooloos.
So I have given myself an uppercut as soon as I saw the result. Yours, please.
G'day, lads. Just so you know, I do know everything, and I am a genius, and I do believe I figured out the problem with Super Rugby and NPC.
Mm-hmm.
Play NPC first, and then play Super Rugby. Take ITM Cup, fucking NPC Mitre Cup. Take that fucking first, then Super Rugby. Bang, bang, boom. Hurricane Spunner. So yeah.
Nah, it doesn't.
Why doesn't it work?
Because you lose your All Blacks, so it means that Super Rugby isn't quite what it should be.
But what is it?
So, then it doesn't. It's no longer Super Rugby, is it? So you're just saying divide them into sort of like regional rep teams, if you like. But you have All Blacks in Super Rugby, so that makes it a little bit more sort of souped up.
Can we just have international windows for the All Blacks like they do with football? You know, like you continue playing, but one weekend there's an All Blacks game, and then they go back to Super Rugby or NPC, and then just have a window where that weekend you play a bit international.
But I actually do like it. I think it is a good idea, but it's just that
it seems like
you're kind of not going to it's tough because it fits in with other calendars as well. So like a lot of NPC guys, yes, there's all the super guys that you recognise, but you get guys who play the Japan season, the American season, all that they come back and play. So, and I mean, I'd much rather see club rugby start earlier and it runs alongside a competition. But then the problem with that is if you've got it running alongside NPC, then all the really good club rugby players are not there.
Yeah.
So then, I don't know. Yeah,
is there just too many competitions for a country our size?
I think we don't have enough. Yes. This is weird. We do have too many, but we don't have enough for certain level players. You know what I mean? So there's all those guys who are super level. They get to play lots and lots of rugby. But if you're an aspiring young pro rugby player and you can go to France and play 30 games and get your CV boosted and have lots of highlights to chuck on your YouTube channel with some bloody kick-ass drum and bass underneath it.
When the drop hits, when they make the big hit.
Anyway, that would help you more than fucking around in New Zealand on the bench while Lima Sopoaga goes on instead of you. You know, like
I get you.
You know what I mean? Like there's a level of player. I don't know who they are, but they should, like 20 to 23, I reckon. You know, or 19's kind of a bit too young to say you're missing out. But 20 to 23 to 24, I reckon those guys are kind of like going, wow, what do I fucking do here? Do I wait around another year? This whole calendar year pissing around in New Zealand?
Particularly if you're a back.
Yeah.
Because forwards-wise, it's not until you're kind of 25 plus.
Correct.
Filled out a little bit.
But as a back, you want to hit the ground running because, you know, we get rid of our All Black swingers when they're 26, 27 max.
Yeah. I remember Milner Scudder.
Oh, yeah.
He was around for like maybe 18 months in the All Blacks.
Julian Savia.
Yeah.
Joe Rokocoko.
Yeah.
They all basically
spit them out. Next one, yours, please.
Yeah, g'day, boys. Surely the test of the G Lane curse should be the South Africa test at Eden Park. The fortress and all that.
Yeah.
If we lose there and G Lane's in attendance, surely that confirms it. And if we win, it's it must be broken. Or whatever.
Well, we'll find out. We'll be there.
We are going.
We're going to commentate from Eden Park there, so we're going to be there. So let's see what happens.
I was just thinking about that previous point as well, where the 14 Chiefs named in the All Blacks. So would you be happy with Chiefs Mana minus our best 14 players?
Yeah.
You fucking would not, G Lane. You would not. You would go off the deep end.
Oh, fucking hell.
But anyway, yes.
14 players in the squad, did you say?
Yeah, I think Razor got 14 Chiefs in there, or maybe it was 12. But
as Crusade continues.
It elevated because what's his face? He called in a couple.
Okay.
Amoni Nadawa and Brody McAllister. Brody was named, wasn't he?
That's going to be one hell of a game, that one. And just to give you a sneak peek, we are going to have a car park party before the game in Kingsland. We've secured a car park, which we're going to stick a marquee up on, put some DJs in, and have a big, massive pre-match, then head to the ground, and then afterwards DJs until like midnight that night. It's just a short walk to the stadium. So stay tuned. We'll give you details of how you can get along and have a pre-game car park party before the SAFA test, which is going to be, I reckon, is one of the biggest games in the last couple of years, I reckon, that one.
Yeah, right. I'm just finding out that for the first time I'm going to have to cancel my kick-on plans because we're hitting a car park.
Yep, that's
fucking
right. Old school.
Sorry, 12 Chiefs named.
Okay.
But then if you look at the but then called in, if you've seen the videos, Naito Akoi, George Dyer,
yes.
they're all with the bibs
wider.
on. They're all on the wider. So there you go.
I did see Akoi down in Dunedin running that. Yeah.
That's right. He's part of the wider. And same with George Dyer. I saw him and I just went,
there he
is.
Get all the kit.
Yeah, it's good. You don't get it monogrammed. You don't get your initials.
Okay. But you can do that later on at like the screen printing shop or something.
Take it down to Mr. Minute or the one next door.
And the one in the mall,
Yeah, the mall. That's
can you just
cool.
get JM put on this, please?
If the All Blacks lose while you're in attendance at Eden Park to the Springboks, mate.
Yeah, I know, but
that's going to take the curse to another whole level.
There's technicalities, though, because this is a home game.
Yeah.
So I'm not travelling outside of my home city to support my team. That was where the curse was.
And this is where the flaw does lie with the curse.
Correct.
There are a lot of technicalities.
People are accusing me of killing people.
Yeah. That's right.
So the curse has gone out of control.
Well, I mean, this is the whole thing. We should do this broadcast without you.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I'll be at the pub. I was about to say, I'm quite happy to sit this one out. Or do I do it?
You're still commentating, but you're here.
Not in the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so you two are at the ground and I'm... Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll take sideline.
Exactly.
You can be up in the court if you want, McOnie.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I'll be up in the court.
I think you just read the text machine. Okay.
Yeah, I'm staying well away from names.
Stay in your lane.
Ricky Riccatelli's not playing.
That was a good one. That was good. I enjoyed the Ricky Riccatelli highlight of the Hamilton test.
We had an intervention on the Monday, so we've sorted that out.
I've had a couple of firm words.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were in good form then, Mash. Don't listen to anything that you've had in your performance review.
Next one, yours, please.
G'day fellas, Roy from the Tron.
G'day,
Couple
Roy.
things that rile me up. First and foremost is the when you give out a bit of banter to people and they can't take it, and then they keep dishing it out, and then you give it back and they turn into sensitive little assholes. And the other one is pedestrian crossings when they don't fucking wave to say thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That shit really riles me up. Fucking bastards.
It's a bit like
it's a confronting character.
It's like when people don't wave to you when you go through streets that have got car parking on either side and you got to pull in to let them past.
Yeah.
A lot of Ponsonby and if you don't wave the finger or the hand, that can really piss people off.
That pisses me off, man.
It's
an Auckland thing though.
Yeah.
The further north you travel in this country, the less mannered people get. I swear.
Well, Auckland drivers, I mean, they should be in. I mean, you know how they want people to like Liam Lawson to be more aggressive. They should. I mean, he's from Pukekohe. It's not the same. Like you get on the freaking Northwestern, Liam. I'll show you some aggressive driving, mate. Like this is you're in the little leagues out there.
There's
out
58
Bombay.
Ford Rangers coming around here at 140 clicks an hour.
Cruising around the freaking pumpkin patches and the potato paddocks. I mean, come on, bro.
And everywhere's a DRS zone on that Northwestern as well.
Exactly, mate.
Shit, yeah.
I mean, I've had boy races with Skyline on the outside, a freaking some souped up fucking Commodore, lower Commodore on the inside, and they just go boom either side of you, and it's like, what the fuck? It's like the Millennium Falcon shit, and so yeah, I just think there's Auckland drivers are tossers. The waving at the pedestrian cross. I'm a waver. I wave all day.
Yeah,
I'm always waving. I'm always
it doesn't have to be just a full wave. It just can be just an acknowledgement.
I'll give a wave if they haven't seen the wave. I'll put some hazards on if they let me in. But the thing is, you do that because in Auckland you just go, there's some freaking psychos out there.
Could come and stab you.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's it. In Formula One, somebody cuts you off and you might get a helmet thrown in your direction. But yeah, someone could follow you home in Auckland, and it's all over.
Yeah, those moans stemmed out of 4 pillars of things that you actually don't care about, and my ones were I don't care about your concert videos, or your concert photos. I don't care about COVID. I don't care about your kids' photos.
That's right, but what it's turned into really is just people kind of sharing their gripes.
Yeah.
And that's why. Yeah. So I actually agree with him on the first one, which was people who dish it out and can't take it, because that's office banter relies on that, you know.
Yeah.
But the other problem is the waving at the pedestrian crossing. It is the law that you let them go. You know what I mean? Like they. So, I mean, I'm not necessarily totally offended if they've got their hands full and stuff, and they're sort of thinking,
got a pram
and that. Like, I better wave, and the pram goes fucking flying.
Do you guys
drop the baby and wave?
Do you guys do the run when you're crossing? You do the little bit of the
skip.
Occasionally I'll do the skip. Yeah, I'm in a hurry. I am hurrying.
Sorry, I know them holding you up.
It's like when someone holds the door for you about 10 meters out. And you're like, it's too far. And they have to. When someone's leaving, and you're like,
that's awkward.
And you're like, it's too far. Now I'm going to have to pretend to do a half jog to make it look like I give a shit.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for. I know. Yeah. The etiquette though, it's still important. So I appreciate that call. Yours, please.
What do we got? One more, last one. Yours, please.
Hey, fellas. I think I might need to backtrack my statement about not liking anyone above Kingston. I've got a few grandparents in Otago and Canterbury. So apart from them, fuck you from the south.
So it was someone just saying, like, they just don't like anyone below Kingston.
Speaking of below, is he below deck in an engine room somewhere?
Well, this is the thing, is the internet still dodgy down there? They're running broadband.
No, but he's backtracked it
because
he's worked out afterwards that
his mum was on the phone.
Obviously, his grandparents listen to the podcast and go, "What about us? We live in Southland."
Well, that was going to be my question. Is why did he feel like he had to clear that up?
Because obviously the grandparents are listening, going, "You piece of shit, we heard you."
I've been keeping an eye on the demos that do listen to this podcast, and they have been swaying a bit older.
Yeah, as grandparents check in on their grandchildren.
Yeah. We are
slandering
big
them and defaming
we're
them.
big in the 65 plus demo.
Yeah.
I feel like Mash, North Canterbury, which is one of my favourite parts of the world as well. You and North Canterbury and Waikato have really good kind of synergy. Started off with Richard Lowe coming up.
Yeah,
right?
This is interesting.
And then Brodie Retallick's come up.
Yep.
And then Brody McAllister says, "Yeah, I'm coming up too." And so there's just something that kind of fits. It's like you guys know it as brutal honesty, or kind of like not giving a shit, shrugging your shoulders. And
dairy as well.
Get on with
it.
Strong dairy culture.
Yeah.
But then also on top of that, when I arrived in Hamilton a couple of weeks ago for that broadcast that we did, that was my first time in Hamilton. And I have to admit, like
he was waxing lyrical.
It was fucking nice, man.
Exactly. North Canterbury and Waikato, there's something together, eh? Even Joe Jury's nodding. He's going, he'd move to Hamilton in a heartbeat. G Lane's the only one who doesn't want to go back.
I got so much going on down there.
I took a good dump in someone's house.
Oh, yeah, that was inappropriate.
Great contribution.
That was inappropriate.
This is good stuff. But I actually, there is nice little sort of flow of talent in that both ways.
If you put a North Cantab in Hamilton, I think they'd be quite happy.
Yeah.
They'd say that they wouldn't be happy about it, but if they just woke up there one day, I think they'd be like, "Oh, this is all right." Yeah,
it'd be sweet. I think we
is
need
it the
to
river
start
as well. There's something about the river, the way that the river flows through there, that feels a little bit Cantab.
Yeah, can we have sister provinces? You know, have sister cities in that, but what about sister? Well, let's try and build that.
Yeah, we do probably need to mend some bridges. Don't we?
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of hatred that flows.
Yeah,
north and
so we're okay. And I mean, hey, Brodie Retallick, pretty much. Created Chiefs mana for us right there.
That's right. Cool. Well, that'll do. We'll knock that on the head. Have a great weekend, James and Mashy. And we'll see you next week.
Love you, boys.
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartradio or wherever you get your podcasts.